These thought beings. We're here. You beings on your planet now are having this experience, what we call windows of time. And in your computer world, you have an application called Windows. And your news media plays these scenes for you, and you click on the item to read it, and they display pictures, which is a window, and you're in that window of time. And you're accumulating energies in that window of time, whether you agree with the subject, disagree with the subject, you have your opinions on the subject, etc., etc. So what you're experiencing now in your physical reality is the results of windows of time. You're in a time-space continuum. And what you look at, you have to accommodate in some manner within the system called you for understanding. You're going through that now. And this is where you begin to learn as an individual entity, divine being, to claim your space, to determine your parameters, so to speak, of what will you be entertained by. Nature, I suggest, is the prime candidate, because in the window of time within nature you see all things. You'll be allowed visions, you'll be allowed what you call the understanding of the importance of yourself in your moment. Because you have a moment, it is important, not only to you, but into the space that surrounds you. And you're going through this process now of figuring it out within you. Many beings are starting to require the continuum called peace and mercy and reflection, not intimidation and all of the put-down stuff that beings do to identify themselves as being more important than another. You're not. You're all breathing the same air, and you're walking upon the same surface of the Divine Mother's planet. So you're going to need to understand that you're in between. You're out there, down here, and choosing your windows of time that you want to participate in. My suggestion is, I turn off your computers and your televisions, because they're taking you into windows of time for a manipulative concept right now. You're going to have to understand nature and the space between the trees and the divinity there as you walk through it. It's that simple. You're going to have to understand the blessing water gives you, because you're 70% water. And when you drink your water, you should be thankful that that entity, the water, is allowing you a life force for movement. Air does not create the movement. The wind, it'll push you, yes. It'll create hurricanes and tornadoes. But the divine movement within you is caused by water. The electrical function of water allows you to think. Air has the process of, how do I say, the unification of the water within the cellular structure of the body. Because when you breathe in, you're breathing in a part of your personality. You take a breath, that's you coming in there, and that's you breathing you in. You understand the importance of the nostrils in a manner, for they are direct links to the pineal gland. It'll allow you to increase your vision as you breathe appropriately. In the nostrils, focus between the two eyes, in the heart chakra. Thankful that you have the presence of space to be doing this, and allow. And call your guides and guardians. There are going to be many that want to interfere with you in this process as you become yourself. They want you in their ring of what you call turmoil. Satan has raised his head, and it's coming out. And that's what you're seeing now. All the confusion, all the bickering, all of this stuff, all over. And you have to walk through it. Everybody's being influenced by it if you watch it. You're in that window of time. So to change the window of time, I consider the sky above you. I consider the sun and the moon, and the pleasure it is that half the sun's shining and the moon's shining at night, communication with the animal spirits, not in a fearful way, but in a gentle, calming way. It's time to listen to the animals and nature herself, for she's trying to tell you something. Things are changing. Yes, your pole is shifting. Yes, there's going to be many earthquakes. Yes, you're going to have to know how to calm the ground. That means back up. That means back up. You're a weight on the planet. It's small, infinitesimally small. Yet you have an influence because the planet is influencing you and you react to it. And you can react back, as you say, or you can understand the movement of the mother's cloak and be where she wants you to be. You'll know. That's why peace to all beings is important. That's why mercy is important, too, because you're getting ready for the divine light. We've told you that we've seen Michael with his sword cut the sky from above, the blue of the sky, not the night sky, the blue. It's a warning. So you're going to need to understand yourself and the importance you have for the ability to be thankful for the breath that you have and the heart that you have and the heart chakra. Well, get beyond the heart chakra. Get to the physical heart which displays the heart chakra. There are 4 chambers there. They're secret musical chambers, actually. 4 beats of the sacred drum. And you're learning to walk it as your inner self through the oracles. Left oracle, right ventricle, left ventricle. And back up and out. And I've had a breath. The breath of the force of the Holy Spirit that resides in the blood, which is produced by your bones. Produced by your bones. That's the importance of the bones. Because there's a blue sheath around the bones that compresses the bones in love and gentle manner, that produces your blood. That's the grip of the Holy Spirit on your bones. And when you can acknowledge that, especially in your rib cage, you're going to find yourself understanding more than just windows. Be understanding your opportunity to be present in what is occurring. With gentleness and peace, comfort and understanding. Peace and mercy to beings, because you can see it in your media now. The capability for pure mind is not there yet. Too much violence, too many wars. You don't need those wars. It's a control for the planetary consciousness is what is going on now. We want for the ruler of the world, so to speak, trying to take over every country. You have cultures in countries, different belief systems, different laws, for a reason. That's why the boundaries are there. That's why the boundaries are there, to keep you from fighting each other, to slow down this interpretation of what is you're breathing, because there's an understanding coming forth. You do not need to go to war to find God. You stay where you are, be thankful you're not there. You do not want to. Even on the edge of it, you want to claim peace. And we've got to talk to the man of the, in the manner to the land there. Yeah. And if you notice around the world, there's a lot of destruction. Tornadoes, earthquakes. Yet, in most, where the statue of the Virgin Mother is, the statue is not damaged. That tells you something. You need more prayers, entities. Prayers are your bullets for against this evil that's pushing everybody. No one's better than anyone else. We're all breathing the same consciousness. And it's allowed to understand yourself. To be equal in the manner of what we call love is gentleness, peace, and understanding. For those of you that are mothers, you know what it is to nurture a baby. That is what you're going to have to learn to do with humanity itself in your divine force. You've got to nurture this thing through it, because there's great turmoil. We are through for now.